This is a group, NBC, that is truly fake news. They ask a lot of questions in a very pointed way. They're not questions, they're statements. We've had tremendous complaints about Africa, about other countries too, from people. They say there's a lot of bad things going on in Africa, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. When you say we don't take others, all you have to do is take a look at the southern border. We let 21 million people come through our border, totally unchecked, totally unvetted. They came from all over the world. In many cases, they're criminals. They come from prisons. They come from mental institutions. They come from street gangs. They're drug dealers. So don't say that we didn't take them. We take them. We're trying to get them out as fast as we can. And we're doing record business on that. And we just won a big case where we're allowed to send back hundreds of criminals to Venezuela. Just won that today in the Supreme Court. I'm happy to hear. But we do have a lot of people are very concerned with regard to South Africa, and that's really the purpose of the meeting, and we'll see how that turns out.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how it turns out. You're going to find out in this video. Holy macadamia nut. If you thought the Zelensky J.D. Vance Trump meeting was fireworks, this is literally July 4th, New Year's Eve, Christmas, all combined into one. It was out of control. The drama, the balls. Oh my gosh, we are so back. I promise you this is going to be the most important, amazing video that you watch today. Theodore Roosevelt, TR, is literally smiling down from heaven. We are so back. I can't wait to share this entire clip. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snack. Your boy Nez is going to take care of everything. Just enjoy this.
But there's no white genocide in South Africa.
Well, I can answer that for President. It's for him. No, seriously.
I'd rather have him answer.
Yeah, I'd rather answer that. It will be.
Our president will respond to you.
Yeah, let me,
Thank you, Mr. President.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us on the quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down. Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yeah. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. Whatever we want to do, we can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament.
Yes, honorable member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot to kill Gaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer,
The man of D-A-N-D-E is a white man. So these people...
Okay, you guys have to understand what's going on right here. The president of South Africa never saw this coming. This is true transparency. This is radical transparency. This is the greatest president we've ever had in our lifetime, which is why I said TR is smiling down from heaven. The guy literally looked to the world, the media, the press. I'm talking about the president of South Africa, looked our president in the eye and said, nothing is happening. All the genocide talks, all the, persecution of white farmers and white Afrikaners is all BS. And then Trump says, oh, really? Let me play this for you. And if you can't hear what this video is entailing and what the individuals in parliament in the Republic of South Africa are saying, they're essentially saying end white people, period. I can't even say the exact language and words, but that's what they're saying. But this is just the beginning. Watch.
When you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashama and Suri will not be touched. They will be touched, no one. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness. So to kill Yamasa, kill the brewer, the farmer, kill the brewer, the farmer. Shoot to kill Yamasa, kill the brewer, the farmer, kill the brewer, the farmer. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't ever see the future.
I mean, do you understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter? They freak out. It sounds like a genocidal.
I can't take it.
Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Now this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road you have crosses. Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. Okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa. That's
We need to find out.
This is just absolutely amazing. Never in the history of the world have we ever seen anything like this.
those people.
You can see the South African delegation just squirming in their
Mr.
chairs.
President, the Pentagon announced that it would be accepting a Qatari jet to be used as Air Force One.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And then look who chimes up. Peter Alexander from NBC. The ultimate lunkhead hack. These are the people who hid The biggest cover-up in American history, the mental decline. They all knew. And the first question that this repugnant, classless, spineless, feckless, heartless, gutless, anti-American, chump change hack reporter, the first question he asks is, we heard you got a gift from Qatar, President Trump. I mean, what an absolute despicable piece of garbage. Watch Trump's reaction.
What are you talking about? You know, you got to get out of here. What does this have to do with the Qatar jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? And it's a great thing. We're talking about a lot of other things. It's NBC trying to get off the subject of what you just saw. You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. But for you to go into a subject about a jet that was given to the United States Air Force, which is a very nice thing. They also gave $5.1 trillion worth of investment in addition to the jet. Go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC, because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place, they ought to be investigated. They are so terrible the way you run that network, and you're a disgrace. No more questions from you. Go ahead. Go ahead, talk about that. His name is Peter something. He's a terrible reporter. Quiet.
That's my question now.
Let's go.
Thank you so much. President Trump, Anna Disaster from EMCA in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Steve.
What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation that we've just seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death. Death. I don't know.
But you know that
to pick anyone. White South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all, I mean, I'll give these to you. So when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Look at this. White South African couples say that they were attacked violently. And,
President Trump, when will you go and see for yourself if it is?
Well, I could do that. Look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried. And he asks about a jet that was given. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know, you are so bad. You're such a bad reporter. This is one after another. This family was wiped out. I'm just looking.
Can we get a report from President Ramaphosa?
Your reaction to those videos, Mr.
President Trump.
Well, I think the videos are so. No. When you look at the videos, I mean, how does it get worse? And these are people that are officials, and they're saying that kill the white farmer and take their land.
I mean, tell me Trump doesn't have an excellent point. He just got done showing the receipts, showing the proof that these South African white farmers, Afrikaners, are being persecuted day in, day out. There's tons of testimony, tons of eyewitness reporting and eyewitness accounts, tons of videos, tons of footage. It's all out there to see. And his very first question is, you got a gift from Qatar. Excuse me, Mr. President, but don't you see that it didn't ask anything to do with the relevancy? Why? I'll tell you why. Well, I mean, you already know, because they're LADs. They're lying-ass degenerates. They've lied to us about everything. They've lied to us about years and years of corruption. Biden, Obama, Pelosi, Schumer. They've lied about the swamp. They're protecting the bad guys. They're fighting for the bad guys. They're fighting for the cancer of society, which is why legacy media is literally dying, not fast enough. It's a very, very slow death. Here's a clip where South African President Ramaphosa tries to explain, this is so good, what the videos entail and who they are. It was almost like he got some talking points or somebody slipped him a note or something, and then watch Trump's response here. It's so powerful and gold and truthful and honest. God, I love this guy. Watch.
Let me clarify that, because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies. And in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now been utilized.
The farmers are not black. I don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess on a Sunday morning, they told me, to pay respect to their loved ones that were killed. Their heads chopped off. They died violently. And you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here, but I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake, like NBC, which is fake news, totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible, but if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it, but the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it, but they won't.
Here's another clip right here of President Trump responding as a reporter asks the president of South Africa, do you denounce the language in that video? And then watch President Trump snap right back into justified law enforcement, following the rules, doing the right thing. When he says, well, then why don't you do something about it? Watch this.
You denounced that type of language in the video that you saw.
Oh, yes. We've always done so. As government, as my own party, we are completely opposed to that. We, in 1955, adopted a document which said South Africa belongs to all who live in it.
But why wouldn't you arrest that man? That man said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I think, I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly. That man is going all over South Africa, and that's not a small party. That was a stadium that holds 100,000 people, and I hardly saw an empty seat. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of representation. And those crosses, we have dead white people, dead white farmers, mostly. And you take a look at Australia, they're being inundated, and we're being inundated with people that want to get out. And their farm is valueless. It's valueless. And they just want to get out with their life. And this is a very serious situation.
The Democrats were okay with millions and millions of criminals, rapists, murderers, gangsters, cartel members sliding into our country with zero process, zero port of entry, zero legality, zero systems, following zero laws, breaking every law imaginable when it comes to entering our country. They were okay with that. But when you've got South African farmers who love our country, who love America, who are law-abiding, working their butts off, feeding millions and millions of South Africans, by the way. Those farmers were supplying a huge civic duty and a benefit, producing food. Farmers, these are farmers producing food for millions and millions of people. But because of the color of their skin, they were persecuted. And because we wanted to let them in our country, because they are facing genocidal persecution, guess who's in an uproar? Guess who makes it all about race? Guess who makes it all about the color of your skin? The Democrats, because that's all they got. Race baiting, traitorous treasoners committing acts of sedition every chance they get. It just alarms me and shocks me that they could ever open their mouth again, especially these hack reporters. If you think Trump was hard on Peter Alexander from NBC, Watch this hack. He forgot to mention, by the way, he said CBS, ABC, NBC, all fake news, but he forgot to mention CNN. I'll go ahead and add that to the list, President Trump, because I love you to death and you're doing a fantastic job. And TR is smiling down from heaven. If you love the way Trump showed that South African president exactly what was happening with receipts, facts, and evidence, let me know in the comments down below. By the way, his staff, his White House social media interns, et cetera, as well as Caroline Levitt, they all watch this show. Let them know how you feel. But watch this CNN reporter who called what President Trump did, instead of praising it, instead of saying, finally we got balls, finally we got somebody back in office who loves America, they called it an ambush. Watch.
Ramaphosa brought his best diplomatic self to this meeting, but nothing could have prepared him for this multimedia ambush that President Trump laid out with video, with printed out news stories.
This is the same media apparatus that has created, sick in the head, mentally deficient, mentally broken human beings, American citizens, attacking fertility clinics in California, by the way, which is the largest terrorist attack in the history of California. This is my home state, which is being destroyed by Newsom and Karen Bass. Destroying Tesla dealerships, attacking schools, going on rampages, actually fomenting and inflaming and provoking more violence in their political gatherings and their representatives like Crockett, MacIver, Klingon Maxine Waters. They also were complicit in the biggest cover-up in U.S. American history. How can you ever take these people seriously again? Mr. President, I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for everything you have done. We love you. If you love America, tap that thumbs up right now. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us immeasurably so we can reach more people and save our country from the demented mass hypnosis that this media apparatus, this corporate left woke media apparatus has created. I see you eyeing my amazing hat. You can get this in our shop down below. We got hats, hoodies, shirts. I mean, you name it. We've got everything. We got pet clothes. We got jogging. We got workout. I mean, we got everything. Go check it out in the pinned comment. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon. We're back.